Okay, so our neighbor and customer Alex brought in his 2017 GTR, and we're gonna do a full bolt-on setup. So intakes, injectors, flex fuel kit, fuel pumps, ECUTEK tune, downpipes, full exhaust, all of that stuff. So here are the injectors, all the ECUTEK stuff, flex fuel kit, fuel pumps, and the COBB intakes. So I'm gonna walk you through the process. The reason why you want to do intakes is because the OEM ones are really bulky and restrictive. And look at the diameter difference. Watch. See? One fits inside the other.
I just took out the one.
So it's way smaller. Here you go. So we're gonna throw in the intakes, and it's a lot nicer too. So this side is already modified, and this side is the stock side. Alright, so just finished installing the intakes from COBB, and it looks pretty simple now. So I like how it's less crowded, and obviously it's gonna pick up some colder air from here instead of having the filter here. Plus the tubing is bigger in diameter and all of that stuff. So that's done. The next step is the flex fuel kit, which is also pretty simple. This is the stock line. So we unclip from this end and unbolt 2 bolts from this end, and it's out, and we replace it with pretty much the same line, but this other line contains the flex fuel sensor, so we can run E85 as well. We have a ethanol content analyzer with a plug and play harness, so you don't have to cut anything or solder anything. It's pretty simple to install, so I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, so the stock injectors are only 580 cc's, and they can't hold any more than 15 psi on 91, so they're pretty much maxed out from the factory. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some 1100 cc's from Fuel Injector Clinic with the adapter, so you don't have to damage the harness and splice the cables, any of that stuff. We already got the flex fuel kit in there, so the last step is these the fuel pumps. We already did 2 E85 compatible fuel pumps, and after this we throw it on the dyno. Alright, so the next step was to upgrade the exhaust system, and this is the wide pipe we're gonna throw, or we did throw. Eliminates 2 cats in the bottom, and for the downpipes, these are ARMYTRIX, and you eliminate another 2 cats on the top. So this is how you make power, because when you take the cats out, you eliminate the restriction on the exhaust. And for the people that like flames, well, that's what you want. You don't want catalytic converters for flames. For the rest of the exhaust, stock is fine. I mean, you don't really need to go big because it becomes really loud. So let's see what it does on the dyno. Okay, this is the last 91 octane pull. So let's see what it makes. Alright, so I just finished tuning it on 91 and on E85. So the blue line is on actually E20, because the 91 had some ethanol in it. So it went to E20 and it made 575 and 532 foot-pounds. Then after that I added 5 gallons of E85, but it turned out to be like E45 according to the sensor, to the ethanol content sensor. And it made 611 and 582 torque. So I tuned a ton of this, and with the 85 it will make 640 horsepower and 640 torque, but we just need more ethanol in the tank, that's all. That's it. Now let's just take it for a spin, see how it feels. Still gonna feel really fast. I mean, it was bone stock, so that's it. The coolest part and the last part of tuning is setting up the ECUTEK app for the Bluetooth adapter on this 2017 GTR. So you just download the app from the Play Store, which is ECU Connect, and you get a lot of more options than any other platform, because ECUTEK has Subaru support, Mazda support, Scion Toyota FRS, the Q50, the Q60, the 370Z, but the most developed, the most complete is the one for the Nissan GTR. So they have a lot more options going on in here than any other car model. So number one is information, which is pretty basic. No, you don't want to know any of this, so it's pretty simple. Again, dashboard, you can customize this to your own taste. So where is it? So edit. I don't want to know speed because I can see speed on the dash. So I'm gonna switch to, I don't know, let's say boost. Where is it? Here. Or we can actually look for AFR, because we don't have a wideband gauge on these OEM screens. So let's say AF bank 1. So that's going to tell us the AFR. So back. So we're done. Alright, so let's see what it shows now. So yeah, I recommend usually to add a gauge that you don't have, or a parameter that you don't have on the gauges. So like AFR, you can see AFR here, so there you go. It's pretty fast. Yeah, I really like this app a lot. So that's the dashboard. Login. This is if you get the car remote tuned. You can see all the parameters in there. So you can start it. You do a pull, stop it, and you can send that to your tuner. You can select the specific parameters you want and then send them to your tuner. So that's data logging. Next one is a fun one, which is launch control. Right now it's set at 4100 RPMs, and it launches really well with the stock tires. So I'm gonna leave it there, but you can bring it up and down if you want. Now the limits here. So for example, the highest is 5000. The limits are tuned by your tuner or whoever is tuning the car. So here in this case, 5000 is more than enough, unless he changes the tire to something else. So I'm gonna leave it at 41 because there's where it was. 7 pounds of boost, that's also enough. I've already tested the car, so these settings are perfect, but you can bring the boost up also on the launch if you want. So very useful. I mean, who would have thought that you can do this with a phone and not a laptop, right? This quick. So that's that. LED mode, you know, when you go to a restaurant and you don't want people to abuse the car, this is it. Custom inputs. This is I mean, you can program it for many different things, but in this case, this is the flames mode. So with this off, if I rev it, it won't do anything, just stop at like 4500. That's it. So if I turn it on, it starts doing the flame behavior. So it retards timing and it adds fuel That's what creates the flames. You also get a scanner when you get this, so in case it has a check engine light somewhere, it'll tell you. So it's pretty cool. This is for the monitors, misfires, fuel system, all of that stuff. A performance analyzer, 0 to 100, 0 to 400 meters. It's pretty cool too. You can reset your ECU, your idle learning. I mean, you don't need to because the car is tuned now, but this is a fuel pump tester per se. So in case you have fuel issues, you can test the pumps and see which one is failing, which one is not. It's pretty cool. So for example, I think if I turn it off, it's going to turn off the car. Yeah, it's behaving different. Oh, and then I turned it on. Cool. Alright, so we know it works. Both of them works. I just tuned the car, so it runs perfect. And TCM tool, oil temperature history, clutch learning, clutch manual adjustment. Everything is perfect with the car, so he doesn't need any of this. Smooth. Launch statistics. Nothing yet. For the wheels, I noticed this car had the light on for that before it came in, so let's do that. Never mind, I don't have the tool at the moment. Alright, so this is it. Highly recommend the Bluetooth adapter with the free app. You can play with the car a lot and very useful, very useful. So alright guys, enjoy.